they're tools that let you do things when you're just by yourself online and you aren't talking with anybody else. So right now, Jamie and George and Rosemary and I, we are in the middle of a synchronous webinar. It's live. Asynchronous means not live. So those of you listening to this later, you're participating in an asynchronous viewing of the webinar. Delicious and Diigo are two tools that let you mark things that you find on the internet that you like and share them with other people whenever it is convenient with them. So if you think about your computer at home, when you open your web browser and you find things that you like, you probably know how to take a bookmark of that website, and that lets you find it later without having to keep searching. Delicious and Diigo are both tools that let you do the same thing, except they're similar to that concept we talked about of cloud computing. They actually sit out on the internet, so it doesn't matter what computer you're on. If you have an account, you set up an account with Delicious, and you create a bookmark in your Delicious account, it goes with you wherever you are. And we're getting a smiley face from George, so I'm hoping maybe he'll type a little bit in the window and tell us about how he uses Delicious. I know that for me, Delicious has been one of the best tools, not only because I can take all my bookmarks with me, but because I actually have a list of colleagues who are listed as my friends, and I can go and look at the bookmarks that they bookmark, but they can also send me bookmarks that they like. This is really powerful. I know some arts educators, especially folks who are working in higher ed, they actually require their students to have Delicious bookmarks accounts, and they push things out to them that they want them to look at. Instead of sending students an email, they'll bookmark 5 things that they want their students to look at, and then they'll also tag them for their students' names. And that's really great. And Jamie's telling us that she hardly uses it, which I guess is just, it's sort of a testament to not any one technology tool is right for everybody. Jamie loves Facebook. I could take it or leave it. I love Delicious bookmarking, and Jamie could take it or leave it. So I guess the lesson for all of you is that let the tool fit the teacher. Diigo is very similar to Delicious. I actually don't use it as much because I used Delicious before Diigo came out, and it's one of those things that, for some reason, too, when you try something, you tend to stick with what you know. I'm going to release the audio for a minute in case either Jamie or George or Rosemary wants to say anything about Delicious or Diigo. Okay, George actually texted for us. He said, "This is awesome. We have an interdisciplinary class, and it helps us to communicate when we don't have common planning time." Oh, so George is saying that in his school building, the team actually goes and finds resources and shares them with each other using Delicious bookmarks. So it's one of the things, we're not going to train you how to use these tools. Jamie, maybe we need to actually, depending on the feedback you get on this webinar, maybe one of the things we can do is down the road have some training on particular tools, or we could have some show and tell sessions. For this first technology session, we thought it was really important to do a broad overview of the kinds of tools that are out there that art educators might be interested in. So we're getting a clap from Jamie. We'll see what you think. If you like this and you want to hear about more of them, the thing that would be most beneficial is that you shoot Jamie an email and tell her, hey, when they were talking about Delicious and Diigo, that was the thing I want to know more about. Or I really want to know about Facebook in the classroom. Let Jamie know which topics you would be interested in. And Jamie's giving us a shout out. Her email is JACasper. So that's JAKASPER@state.pa.us. Oh my goodness, she's giving you her phone number. She's saying, call me, Jamie. I'm just thinking that call me. Here's your number, 717-525-5058. That's her number at the State Department, and she's not giving you her Social Security number. That's pretty smart. So let's move on and take a look. We've looked at Delicious and Diigo. Oh, I know what I was thinking. If you have a Delicious or a Diigo username, maybe you want to type it in the chat window. I know, I won't promise you that I have the best links, but I will tell you that my username is mlineberger, so it's MLINABERGER. If you wanted to go to Delicious, you could type in my name, and then you could see the bookmarks that I have. And I do have some categorized by art. Probably she's going to kill me, but I'm going to tell you, one of my friends, her name's Camille Nistel, she has some really fantastic sets of bookmarks for visual art educators. Rosemary, who's in the chat with us today, has them as well, and she's sharing hers as R.Omneski, ROMNIEWSKI. Jamie's username is Penarts,